Okay, let's go. I don't know if one of you guys mentioned the fear of gaining weight with when you're recovering, but for me that's one of the things I do struggle with. If I'm honest with myself, I feel weird. I feel like I'm not allowed to be healthy weight and that it's gonna get out of hand, even though it's healthy, whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean? It's a healthy weight. We're all supposed to be a certain amount, but it's like you became used to what it was before, and even for it to be less, I do fight myself a lot with that. Like I'm basically telling myself, oh, I could lose it eventually. I believe. I hate turning right on a red light. I hate it. It makes me uncomfortable. I wish we weren't supposed to. But anyway, I'm constantly telling myself, there'll be another day I'll worry about it. Because I'm tricking myself into thinking it's fine. It's fine to eat what you're eating. It's fine to be the weight you're at. Because I'm scared of, getting out of hand and becoming overweight, or just kind of, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. I hate the feeling of being full and having to sit with it still. And the sun is freaking burning my face. A lot of getting out of something is kind of trying to figure out why you got in it in the first place. And sometimes I like to trick myself out of it, like I tricked myself to get into it. So, like, when I was getting sick, and I will be, this is a trigger warning, by the way, I would cut certain foods out completely and tell myself, one day you'll eat them. One day you'll eat them again, but right now you can't, because you can't afford these calories, or you don't deserve these calories. It's not right for you to eat them, or whatever, So now I do the opposite, and I tell myself, you can eat these, and you can stop later in the future. So I can kind of stop feeling so bad about it. I feel like people can see me when I'm stopped. So yeah, that's what I've been telling myself. Let me know in the comments what you guys feel about, especially if you're in recovery. How did you deal, or how do you try to deal with coming to terms with the weight gain, going back to normal? For me, it was started off pretty bad. I would hate it, and I would kind of like one step forward, two steps back, one step forward, two steps back, and slowly I was like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. It just kept doing that until slowly you start to have the upper hand and not Ed. And it's the best spot to be, because the thing is, it's like, here's the deal. You think it's the end of the world in the beginning. We all do. To gain a pound, to gain 3 pounds, to gain whatever pounds. Until you realize that it was so much harder and difficult being in Ed's, embrace, basically. It's like following his rules that kept getting longer and stricter, and it just feels like you're trying to get away from an abusive person that you're in a relationship with, that won't let you feel confident in yourself, and that controls you just because they'll never be enough. That's the thing about this. So what's the point? When are you gonna stop being in love with this person and walk away? It's basically that. Like, every person that's been in an abusive relationship, maybe they can understand. Oh, they opened up? Oh no, they didn't. It's just really annoying, because you have to constantly tell yourself, when this voice tries to get in here, you have to tell yourself constantly that it's fine, and he's always watching, basically, but his voice will become less obvious, less stronger, less important to you. Maybe it's kind of like an abusive parent, you know what I mean, that you have in your head all the time, that wants to tell you what to do, but the point is to realize that he can't tell you what to do, and although you want to follow the rules and whatever he says to get his approval, in the end you just need your approval. And in order to have your approval, you have to survive. And the best thing about, gaining weight, it's best to focus on the good. The best thing is you're slowly gaining yourself back and not losing yourself. And you can do more. You have more, I have more energy to do more stuff, to focus on other things, instead of obsessing over how hungry I was, how much I was starving, and how much, and the pain of feeling like I don't deserve the food. I remember I was so hungry. Somebody had left half of a tomato on the counter, and I watched that tomato for 2 days. I would keep checking in on it, wow, I would really want the tomato right now. And I kept waiting for Ed to just let me have the tomato, because the tomato, I kept, and I would trick myself even then, because I was so hungry. I would be like, oh Ed, that tomato, it's gonna go to waste, I have to eat it. It's gonna go to waste, it's gonna rot, just like I'm rotting, so I would eat it. But it's I'm doing that, but much bigger now. It's I'm doing this with meals, I'm doing this with snacks. Every craving I have, I go after it. The thing is, we might believe we're gaining weight nonstop, but in reality, your body's been hoping you would do this, and eventually it will stop, freaking out or whatever. I've realized too, with cravings, I feel like I'm craving the worst foods, and I'll have them, like Pringles. I keep wanting Pringles and cereals for a while, but I'll eat them and I'll eventually realize I don't really care that much for them, because I'll get sick and tired of them. But before, when I was starving, that's all I thought about. I thought that if I ever recovered when I was sick, I will always have fries. I'll always be eating fries all the time, I would never get tired of French fries, and I was scared of that. But I don't even want French fries that much anymore, especially because they still hurt my stomach. They make me feel bloated afterwards, and I never realized the feeling of, have you noticed the people that are very healthy, usually the ones I can't pick if they're healthy because they have a sensitive stomach or something else, they'll be like, oh, I can't because it'll hurt my stomach. I'm always like, oh wow, what a how dare you rub your face, yeah, don't rub your face in front of me. How dare you rub it in my face that you eat healthy? But in reality, it's oh, now I get it. I do feel it. I do feel the fries and how bad it sits in my stomach. And I guess over time you either forget of how bad it feels, or you stop eating it and then you focus on other stuff. There's a little fly thingy in here, and it's really annoying. Can you stop? Go over there. Damn, I'm driving here. Okay. It's still here. It's so annoying. Dropped off of the window for you. Damn. But yeah, that's what I think. I think eventually it'll stop feeling so bad. Only a few months ago it was pretty bad, but now I don't feel as guilty, especially because I'm around people that eat, and I eat with them. I do this thing where it's if they have a lunch or something, I have to have a lunch too. So I'm doing the opposite. But before I would isolate myself, and if somebody was eating something, I couldn't have it either, or something like that. Now I have rules where it's whatever somebody's eating, I have to eat that or more, because I know it's I've been starving for so long, and I don't want to end up I don't want to end up restricting, because I know I tend to try to restrict myself even now, but I try not to fall into that, because I keep telling myself do you really want to go back to when it was the worst? Is this all right now as that bad? Because that's where I'd be headed, that's exactly where I'd be going, and I don't want that. I hate it. The past videos when I would walk to McDonald's and just get a coffee, I was so miserable, and having somebody to talk to about it helped. That's why I would take you guys with me, and sometimes I'd watch people eat what I wanted to eat, so I could feel some sort of satisfaction watching them, like, you know, deal with their hunger. But now it's like, no, I want some too, you know, like, let me have some or whatever. The sun is burning me. I should be wearing sunscreen. One of you guys told me to wear sunscreen, and I'm like, yep, totally gonna do that. And then I forgot. Like, how do I wear sunscreen if when I go to work, and then by the time I'm leaving, it's like sunny now? But I'm not, like, it's night shift. So I'll get out, and now it's sunny. Like, am I gonna put sunscreen on my dirty ass face from work? It feels wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making excuses to not wear sunscreen and look super old later on. That's how I feel about the weight loss. Sorry, I started talking about something else. And, you know, another thing you could look forward to is having hobbies, because I'm so surprised how much time and effort and thought it took. Like, it took way too much space. If it was a phone, it'd be out of space, like, all the time, because it was all of it. Like, I didn't have any room for anything. Nothing. Everything I did revolved around him, basically. It was so bullshit. I was codependent. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but yeah, that's what it felt like. I lived for him only. And it was so stupid, because we gotta live for ourselves. And it's like, I kind of want to know who I am. This car is way too, like, close to me. It's really annoying. It's like, damn it, why are you listening? I'm scared they can see my mouth moving, and, like, there's nobody in the car. I'm sorry, I have, like, no energy today. I just came from work. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I hate winter, and I don't like fall. Surprisingly enough, I don't like fall. That's why it's like, I was thinking, oh, look at all these fall vlogs. Look at them. I want to be like them. Like, I want to be happy about fall, but I hate it. I hate fall, and I hate winter. I hate watching summer leave. I just want a forever summer. Maybe I'd like fall and winter if it was during, like, if there was no snow and not, the weather didn't change that extreme. But it's painful, and every year it gets worse. I hate it. I get so depressed. I can't watch fall vlogs. I get so depressed. They're way too happy about it, and I'm like, I can't relate at all. I'm miserable. I got summertime sadness. Or is that the wrong one? Wait, summertime sadness, like when she's sad summer's leaving, or is it completely off? Because that's what I think. Every time I heard that song, I'd be like, I am sad. Because I always think she's sad because summertime is ending. But maybe that's just me. I hate it. I hate winter. I hate it so much. There's like nothing to do. It's like, can we all just, in Minnesota, like, can we just, everybody that has like a severe freaking winter, can we all agree to just hibernate? Can we just not go anywhere and just hibernate the whole time? We all buy enough food. I don't think that's gonna work, but wouldn't that be nice? I don't know. We just watch movies all day, every day, for all those months that feel like years. I feel like they feel like years. I feel like summer is like 2 weeks and winter is like 6 years. I hate it. I don't want it to go. It's so bad. It's so sad. All the leaves fall down. I saw leaves falling down off a tree, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? What is this bullshit? I like how every time, like, I know winter comes, but I can't accept it. So every time I'm like, nope, it's not coming. And then I'm like, I can't believe it's coming here. It's so stupid. I hate it. And like, oh gosh, can't we just, why is winter, and it's always so dramatizing. I'm sorry, this is about something else now at this point. I don't want summer to end. It was only like 2 months. Come on, please, don't go. And winter is just, I feel like winter's like always early, and like summer's always late. Like, can you please stop? Can you switch? That's messed up. That's probably bad, but still. It's so painful. It's already so cold. I hate it. And usually they say like people get used to it. No, we have no other choice. We don't get used to it. We're in denial. That's what I think it is. We're in denial things I didn't think I could, but now I can. Like, for me to walk away from like sweets and not get everything, that's good. And for me to like start to get that, you know, like that personal, like that your personality of taste back. I don't know if there's a word for it, but basically, for example, I don't like cheese. I've never been a big fan of cheese. Like, it kind of grosses me out unless like it's not that, like, I have to be in the mood for cheese. And sometimes things that are too cheesy gross me out. I have to like take the cheese off. Like, that's what I do with pizza sometimes. If I don't get the pizza I want, like, I have to just go with whatever everybody ordered. I'll peel the cheese off and the pepperoni, and I'll just eat the bread part. But if I get my choice, I have a shit ton of like tomatoes, mushrooms, jalapenos, everything. I love that stuff. But I never liked cheese, and the fact that I stopped starving, like, when I started starving myself, I loved cheese. I wanted cheese. That's all I wanted. I wanted to bite, like, eat a whole block of it because I was so hungry. I lost my taste, like my way of like liking things and eating them. I wanted everything, and slowly I'm getting that back. I remember I was eating cheese curds, and I was like, this is good, but it's starting to taste funny, and I'm like, I'm coming back. I'm slowly eating myself back, and I think that's how we should see it. It's hard. It's gonna be hard, but you've done so much worse, you know. We've been through the worst part, and that was Ed. It's all he ever did. And life is too short not to eat, not to try different foods. I remember thinking I'm never gonna be able to try different foods because I'll be too afraid of the calories, or how, you know, like, disappointing this little bullshit demon. And now I'm like, nope, I want you to try all of the food. Oh, so I'm gonna go eat whatever my mom made so it doesn't go bad. I've always been like that, because like I feel like when I make something and nobody eats it, it's kind of like messed up, you know. It's like, oh shit, nobody likes it. So that's why I eat my mom's food if nobody else is eating it, especially because I want her to not feel bad about it. I don't want snow to come, please. I'd cancel Christmas if I could cancel the snow. If we could just get rid of the snow. I'd take the cold weather, but not the snow, because it's like, I'm scared. I don't want to have another accident. I hate sliding, I'm scared. Anyways, that's it. That's all I have to say. Let me know what you guys have to say about this and weight gaining when recovering. And I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye.